If you've been watching my videos, you've probably noticed that I use a lot of analogies in my teaching. And that's because I'm teaching about something that's kind of in the dark, and it's something kind of abstract. I'm teaching about the voice. It's not something that's outside of you that you can manipulate. So to talk about what's commonly known as warming up, and I also usually have a perspective that kind of gets the student to think along a different line than what is usual. So that's also another reason why I use metaphors and analogies and perspectives that can kind of change the way that we think, because singing is just something that responds so much to the way that our psyche is kind of approaching something, because singing is a reflection of kind of like our state of mind. And so that's why I kind of try to shape things up a little bit. So I'm prefacing all of that to say that I've been using a lot of analogies for the voice with a string instrument, like a guitar, a violin, a cello, a viola. And this whole topic of warming up, which, you've probably heard, warm up your voice. I want to offer you a different perspective. Let's think of it as tuning your voice or tuning up your voice. So a guitar player would have to tune his instrument before he played it. If it was away, he would have to make sure that every string is in tune. And even like a keyboard, a piano like this, it has strings inside that sometimes go out of tune after not playing it for a long time or playing it too much. The strings start to kind of lose the tension that creates the appropriate pitch. So your vocal folds can kind of be a little out of tune. It's a metaphor. And they really can't, but kind of like your mindset and your being can be kind of out of tune. So if you think of warming up as tuning your voice, then that's a great analogy, I think, because it's quite accurate. So on days that you're kind of tense and tight and anxious, your voice might get a little sharp, or it could get a little flat. So because our voice is a reflection of our state of mind, our psyche, and what we're going through, we can approach it from our psyche's perspective, or we can approach it from the voice perspective. So it's like your psyche follows your voice, and your voice follows your psyche. It's kind of like a chicken or the egg loop thing. So if you're feeling tense and tight, and your voice is feeling kind of out of tune, let's tune it. Another thing I notice about us voice teachers is we talk a lot. And the reason why, I think, is because we have to explain a lot of things. So, sorry about that if that's annoying, but sometimes it can be helpful. So let's tune our voice. Let me start down here, and females can be up here. So I'm just going to take a single note and hum and gently rotate my shoulders to try to calm myself down. Just hum for a little while. Just take a breath in through your nose, and you're just going to hum. Just remember, when you breathe in through your nose, the air gets warmed and moistened, and it's good for, your trachea and your vocal folds. It's better than, because this air gets dry. And again, like I said in another video, your nose is to breathe, your mouth is to eat. So if you can and you have time, breathe in through your nose. If you have little time, you can breathe in through your mouth. So you're gonna go. You know what? Females would be here. And high male voices. So I'm going to play both notes, but I'm going to sing the low one. Here, breathing through your nose. You can also move your head around. If it helps you to focus and you are not driving, you can close your eyes. Just a little hum. Make sure you're not slouching like I kind of am. I get straight here. That's one thing that starts to happen when you slow down and hum and breathe. You'll start to notice your body will start to kind of make it obvious where you're kind of out of balance. And since, we're tuning the instrument, we want to tune our posture, tune our mindset, and tune the voice, literally, to tune ourselves to the pitch that we're singing. If this starts getting high, you can drop to the octave below, so it would be this one. So this is the lowest, this is the medium, and highest. So I'm here. So I'll play the lowest too for the lower voices. So mine blanked out there. And that's because, I know why, it's because I'm sleep deprived. I didn't sleep a lot because it's Monday today when I'm making this video, and I was away for the weekend and did not get enough sleep. So like I've said, the voice is biodynamic. So it responds to the condition that it's in. And if you're dehydrated or you haven't slept enough, that creates conditions that need to be addressed. So I'm gonna try it again. Ideally, I would just get sleep, but that's not a possibility because I have to teach today, so, as I've been doing. So I'm just gonna have to kind of encourage more flexibility and do the best I can with what I've got. Or I can drop down the octave below, but I'm not going to, because I'm proud and stubborn. Here. Ooh, wrong note. Last, actually we'll do 2 more notes after this one. Try that again, it's blanking out on me. I'm blanking out on it. There you go. Breathe through your nose. Now I'm in that lighter register, of course. So I'm higher. In that 3rd gear, if you watched my video talking about vocal registers. Good. So once I've gone kind of like 1 note at a time with a hum, and it's not blanking out on me, and it's kind of easy, I will up the challenge and do a 3-note hum. I'm gonna go. And higher voices would be up here. So I'm not going to play both because I'm not the best pianist in the world yet, because I'm working on it. But you could just do the octave above. Breathe in through your nose. See, that's out of tune. So this piano needs to be tuned, just like we're tuning our voice. But let's just do what we can with it. Breathe in through your nose. Try here. Breathe in. For the piano, we hire somebody to come and tune it for us because we don't know how to do that. But for ourselves, we can tune ourselves, of course, with the aid of somebody like me, if we need that. So we go, breathe in through your nose. Through your nose. Through your nose. Catching myself starting to want to slouch again. I'm gonna not do that. Through your nose. Through your nose. And through your nose. Nose. See, I'm feeling my entire body calibrate and tune, and I'm feeling my attention and my psyche coming back. It's kind of like a meditation. It's making me present. And that's what great singing is. It's present singing. Connected and present singing, grounded singing, in the moment singing, not perfect or pretty sounding singing. So breathe in through your nose. Through your nose. See, my environment, I'm becoming more aware. I got plants and I got the piano and I got other objects. And I feel like I'm more with them, like I'm more here and not so dissociated. So my psyche is coming back and I can feel it in my body and I can feel it in my voice. I'm not up out there in space, so it's about centering. So let's do a couple more. Breathe in through your nose. Again. I feel a little phlegmy. That's from the lack of sleep. But I'll just kind of move through it. Breathe through my nose. See, if I could, I would take a power nap, a 20-minute power nap. But since I'm busy today, I won't be able to squeeze that in yet. But if I had a show or if I had to sing, I would do it if I could. That would be even better because then my instrument would be in good condition and then I can warm up or tune it up on top of that, and it will take less time if I'm well rested. Good, and don't forget that a female would be here. Or a high voice. And don't forget that if this is too high, you can do it down here. Okay, so now we're going to open to an E, and we'll keep the hum, the M, but we're going to do a 5-note scale. So gradually we're making it a little more challenging, because singing eventually is the most challenging. because then you got words and melodies that are complex and rhythm and emotion. That's why vocalizing is like the meditating groundwork. I meditate every morning, and that's just sitting in a cushion facing a wall and just breathing. And that's the foundation for the rest of my day. There's going to be more challenges in the day, like driving or doing chores or talking to people. And this is like the equivalent of meditation for singing. It's the ground of it. It's just simplifying it. So breathe in through your nose, and we're going to go. Remember, females and higher voices are up here. And let me try to play both. Ooh, see, that's why I don't try. I'm crossing my hands. Interesting, huh? Last one. Good. So I would love to stay with you, but I have to go because duty calls. But I would encourage you to rewind that to when I started the Mi's and do ma, 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 ma instead of me. And then rewind it again and do ma, ia, 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 without moving your jaw. Just like I was talking about articulator independence in that video I made the other day. And if you haven't watched it, you can go back to that. You can find it. And on the playlist, wherever you're watching this. And then you can start to raise the volume little by little and just go slow, and you'll feel more balanced, grounded, and centered. I feel more balanced, grounded, and centered, and happier. So that's why I think I love this. It's a spiritual practice in a way. Okay, well, have a great one. Gotta run. Take care. Bye.